This program has been brought to you by Airtel, proud supporter of Africa's rising football stars.
Airtel Rising Stars, one of the greatest tournaments in Africa. Finding the best teams, the best talent, and which players are good enough to train at the Manchester United Soccer Schools camp. If you're out there, we'll find you.
It was at the culmination of the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa that football's governing body pledged to continue to support Africa in creating and leaving a lasting legacy on the continent. Dubbed 20 Centres for 2010, the ambitious yet very real mission of building 20 Football for Hope centres across Africa made its way to the Kenyan capital. Located in Komarok, and serving the Mathare township in Nairobi, the state-of-the-art facility is only the second of its kind on the continent and the first outside of South Africa. And the perfect partner for this brand new project was an organization that has been working with FIFA for the past 4 years, the Mathare Youth Sports Association.
It's a lovely name as well, you know, Football for Hope. That's what MISA's been doing for 24 years, is helping provide hope through football, but not only on the field, but off the field as well. And I thought it was good that Joel was here today as one of the distinguished guests, you know, as the youngest elected councillor in Kenya. And now he's back as a distinguished guest when in 2007, when he was standing for election, he was the head of our Jail Kids project and been in MISA for many years.
Football for Hope is a movement that was born 5 years ago in 2005 when we at FIFA acknowledged that we had a much bigger responsibility than just that of developing the game of football worldwide and organizing the World Cups. It goes about tackling the social challenges that our societies are facing, and we realized that many organizations, many programs were running around the world where football was being used in order to tackle those challenges, especially among children and youth. And we started with the creation of this Football for Hope movement, supporting this organization, supporting these programs, and making possible that issues like HIV/AIDS prevention, gender equity, social integration of people with disabilities, reconciliation after conflicts, and even environmental protection were topics that were tackled and supported with the aid of football. And as part of that movement, these Football for Hope centers that are built as part of the 2010 FIFA World Cup are one additional element. Is about offering the organizations we're already working with, like MISA here in Kenya, the opportunity to enhance and strengthen their programs.
And as Mathare Youth Sports Association continues to set the standard for youth development, which is something that FIFA also ranks very high on its own agenda, an agenda that has taken a keen interest in the development of grassroots football, and a growing list of corporate social responsibility projects on the continent and around the world.
Well, we have projects around, I was in a project in South Africa. We're trying to expand the whole project. MISA has been such a success that it's a really good blueprint for other countries and other places in Kenya as well to follow. So that's what actually we'll be talking about a little bit later, introducing a new curriculum for the leaders of MISA as well as other leaders from other countries and other parts of Kenya, to learn how to educate the kids how to run these kind of projects so they can multiply. Basically, this is a successful franchise, if you will. We know how to do it right, and it just need to multiply it. So it's all about educating the leaders and the new community leaders and the coaches about how to go about it. For kids to succeed, they need the opportunity and they need coaching.
Well, the decision on the first centers was made mainly based on the organizations we were already cooperating and working with. And of course, we want the most important part of the success of this center is not just the building of a center itself, of the facilities, but what the programs that are going to be carried on in the centers for the youth and the communities that are served by these centers. And when choosing the organizations that were able to manage sustainably such a center, of course the choice was for those who we already knew, we already were working with, and MISA was one of them. MISA has been an organization that we, through the Football for Hope movement, have supported since 2006, and we know the qualities of their programs, we know the qualities of their people, we know the experience that they have over 24 years working in Mathare with over 25,000 children and youth. And this is something that is remarkable, and we want to, I think it was a natural step, a logical step, to award one of the centers to MISA and to Nairobi.
Yeah, Football for Hope is one of the new kids of the block from the FIFA projects, followed up by things like grassroots football. We also have beach football, soccer. We also have futsal, that's indoor football. We have street football. We have Football for Hope like this one. And mainly these sporting activities really earmarked for lesser members of society in terms of, people who are improvised in terms of hope and, slum areas. And purposely it's used for developing youth and give them a purpose and realization that, with football there is hope. Okay, football also in conjunction with education, in conjunction with welfare and municipal upkeeps. So the whole project is about giving the improvised people the hope for living, and mainly the key areas of children. We are happy with FIFA that this is the second center in Africa, with the first one being in South Africa, and it's a very, very great opportunity and a good day for us. Besides that, this game is also very good and helpful for the main football, that is 11v11 senior football, because as you can see, the key element first is ball possession, accuracy, quick reaction, support, opening, targeting, and all those key elements that are involved in football. And the best thing about it is the football comes to you sooner than it would in a normal football, which keeps you very alert in terms of reactions and team support.
But this isn't just about football development. For FIFA, the 20 Centers in 2010 campaign has wider focus than just football. And for Mathare Youth Sports Association, this is something that they have been practicing and achieving since the 1980s.
Well, MISA is an organization which is very well known worldwide, and not only in the sports field. They have been working in the slums of Mathare for over 24 years. They have over 100,000 new people that are going to be joining this MISA movement over the next few years. They have 25,000 members today. They have over 200,000 youth graduates from the MISA initiatives, and they have proven with their great efforts and with giving the possibility to youth of the community to manage their own lives and to educate their peers. They have proven that they are one of the best organizations in the world doing this type of work and utilizing this fascination that everyone has for the game of football in order to address the challenges of a community like Mathare.
It's actually gives some bonus. It's like a boost to the programs that we are rolling out, like the health program. That's one of the key elements. We got the education program, and we got the football program as well. So this is actually to boost what we've been rolling, and also to provide a capital investment which complements the activities, because both have to go in hand. hand in hand together. We should have proper facilities put into place as far as we are excelling in other non-capital investments.
6 further centers are part of the campaign that will be completed in the next 4 to 5 months in Namibia, Mali, Rwanda, Ghana, Lesotho, and a second one in South Africa. When we return to Airtel Football, we go to Airtel Rising Stars clinics for all the best players in the continent, and we meet Tottenham and Togolese striker Emmanuel Adebayo. Stay where you are.
Meeting the Manchester United coaches, because at all the time I've seen them in the screen, and now I've got the opportunity to meet them.
I'm very happy because I can't believe it. I'm the one who has chosen to go there.
My passion for football is not just playing and just being. I'm playing this football as in my hard work. I want to be a superstar, not just a football dropout. I've told my God that this football I'm going to do is going to take me to a greater level.
Well, basically, that really helped me because I started at an early age and I've been looking for opportunities like this. So thanks to Airtel, I have seen opportunities like this that really help and boost my morale. At least with this, I could stand out within anybody and stand out within any team to play football.
I really do have an ambition to play for Uganda in the coming years. Not only Uganda, but one of the professional clubs in Europe. I will surely make it.
A player that I respect so much is Lionel Messi. He's a very good player. He's a player that has the stamina, the fitness, the balance, everything. Everything a player has, he has it. So whatever he does, I would like to do it. So I would like to work according to Lionel Messi.
It happens all over the world to thousands of young children. The desire to play professional football in the world's top leagues. Africa has continued to provide talent that has thrilled right around the world and entertained us every week. Rubbing shoulders with the best, the impact of the players in leagues such as the English Premier League is so huge that the 2012 African Cup of Nations may well shape the course of the English Premier League soccer title race. It is a dream of any young footballer to get trained by some of the best coaches in the world. This year, the Airtel Rising Stars Talent Identifying Program will give some of these youngsters a chance to realize their dreams of playing professional football. Partnering with one of the biggest clubs in the world, Manchester United Football Club, the Airtel Rising Stars International Tournament for countries throughout Africa was recently held in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi.
The standard obviously is, we've got the best, 50 of the best, the most talented players across Africa. So the standard is very, very high in terms of raw technical ability, which is what we actually seen at the games when we were there on Saturday. What we're going to be looking to do now is to take that technical ability they've got and now then start to apply it so that they get an understanding of the game of football and the tactical elements.
With over 200 boys and girls taking part in what was considered one of the biggest soccer initiatives in Africa, the Airtel Rising Stars program will go a long way to fill the gaps in countries where youth development structures do not exist.
I can't place a number on it, but obviously it's something that Airtel wants to sustain. This is the second year running. We did it last year. Last year was different in that there wasn't a Pan-African tournament. It was within each country, and then the clinics were then run after that. This year is a little different. We have improved it. We've gone one step ahead, where we have a Pan-African tournament and all the countries came into Nairobi. So that in itself is an improvement over the previous year. This year, in addition to the Pan-African tournament, the other thing that we've done differently is in the 5 countries we also have a partnership with Arsenal. So it's 10 countries with Man U and 5 countries with Arsenal. So we've covered 15 countries across Africa.
The Airtel Rising Stars Camp is the first of its kind. A football camp set to help young footballers to jumpstart fledgling football careers. Doors open for these young players coming from all over Africa.
First of all, the environment is very peaceful and we have friendly people here in Kenya. The food, although I'm not used to it, but I'm managing it.
I am very impressed because I am getting more challenge, good training, and I will take this training to my school, tell my fellow players how you can control me in personal. In controlling balls, I'm very fit. And turning, it was very difficult, but now in two days, I'm okay.
At the camp, the Manchester United Soccer School's coaches and experts took the players through the paces that have made the Northeast of England club the most successful in British football and one of the top clubs in the world.
Well, in terms of the technical skills, the dribbling skills, the turning skills with the ball, they can do anything with a ball, absolutely anything. You ask them to catch a ball on the neck, bang, it's there. You ask them to do foot, knee, shoulder, head, catch, it's done. Yeah, they've got so much control of the ball, it's brilliant. What they don't have is game understanding. And they play a lot as individuals, so it's all with a ball. And what we're seeing now is that they're playing together as a team because they're focusing about what they do away from the ball, which is massive in football. So they're gaining the tactical side of the game, which would then, if you've got the tactical side with their technical ability, yeah, it will really make them better players.
It is a straightforward approach. Get the young talented players to enhance their skills and thus be able to play football in the ever-demanding football world. Everything here was beneficial. From the city being at a relatively high altitude, something that Kenyan athletes have previously taken advantage of, to their great success, as well as training. The clinic gives the youngsters an opportunity to live, train and play the Manchester United way by going through seminars and coaching sessions that mimic the club's first-team players.
Obviously the players that I've been seeing are obviously very talented, but you know, we're trying to adopt a mentality on them that what we do back home, and we encourage mistakes. We encourage the mistakes and we never shout at them, because without mistakes the players are never ever going to learn. I think there's too much pressure that you can put on children. They're under 17, they're going to make mistakes. Wayne Rooney makes mistakes, but he learns from them. And you only learn by making mistakes, and you need to relax. Sometimes the best, if they're so hence on that they're so packed, they're so under so much pressure, the only thing is safety, is to put the ball there. That's what they might be instructed to do.
The only complete team taking part in the Kenya High School Clinic was Niger, the country that won the boys' title in the Airtel Rising Stars International Tournament at the Nairobi City Stadium. The rest of the group of 52 players at the camp were a collection of the best of the under-17 talent from the competing nations.
Parce que c'est ça vraiment, j'ai envie de...
He wants to become a professional like DJ Drogba, Samuel Eto'o, Aubameyang from Gabon.
Aubameyang, vraiment.
One player he will definitely be looking up to is Tottenham and Togolese striker Emmanuel Sheyi Adebayo. Like many African football stars, the 28-year-old's glittering career had a relatively humble start.
As an African man, we always start when we were very young, at a young age, and I start playing in the house. From the house, I take it to the outside in the compound. From the compound, I take it to the beach. From the beach, I take it to inter-schools, and from there, I just realized that I have a chance to be a good footballer. And as an African man, you always knew that you can be a good footballer through friends, because everyone's saying that you are a good footballer in my area. So I just keep doing it, and I cannot say I started playing when I was 15, when I was 16, when I was 17. I started playing when I started working.
And speaking of his international career, which began when he was shortlisted for a tournament in France, he feels he was lucky to get that opportunity and had to make it work.
Oh, international career begins when I went to France, and I was quite lucky. I was playing on the beach, and when I was selected to play for my national team under 15, and I have a chance to go to, we have a chance to win to a tournament in Burkina Faso, 6-country tournament, Togo, Mali, Niger, Burkina, Senegal, and if I have a good memory, I don't know, Ivory Coast or something like that. And actually, we finished last in the tournament, but I managed to get the best player of the tournament, and I went to France, and then straight away I went to France in 1999, and in 2000 I was already representing my country. I had my first call to represent my country in 2000. So for me, I was very grateful, and coming back home, playing for, representing your own country as a professional footballer, there's nothing better than that. So I was quite happy, and I'm very happy playing for my own country because I have a chance to achieve a lot of stuff. They are not great ones, but to be honest with you, I'm very happy.
From France to England, the former Monaco, Real Madrid and Arsenal talisman has not only impressed on the national front, but also at club level.
When I went to France, it was a tough one, don't get me wrong. A young lad from Côte d'Ivoire in between Aplaoud and Lomé, have a chance to go to Europe, and I went on the 5th of October 1999. It was already winter there in Mars, because Metz is like north of France, because it's very close to Germany, and you can imagine. So my first training, it was, I don't know how to say it, it was freezing to a point where you cannot even imagine. And after that, I do 3-4 years in Metz, and I have a chance to go to Monaco, where everything went on, where I became who I am.
Getting a song after his second goal for Arsenal, and he has no regrets.
When I first went to Arsenal was like a French Congolese club, don't get me wrong, because we got lots of Frenchies there. I know a lot of players before already going there, like Thierry Henry, Kolo Touré, Emmanuel Eboué was there. It was quite cool, and the fans adored me so quickly. They loved me so, I don't know why. So when I get there after 2-3 games, they make all these songs for me and everything. So for me, it was quite good welcoming to the club. And don't get me wrong, Arsenal is still a good club. It's a fantastic club. And when you're such a club, and the fans and the players, the staff, everyone welcome you as the way they welcome me, that just opened the road, and everything is just easy to follow. And that's why I think I became who I am.
With football having given so much to the lanky striker, his move to launch the SEA Foundation in an effort to help underprivileged children all over Africa is his way of giving back.
I just launched my SEA Foundation because I've been doing this for the last 6-7 years since I became who I am. And I have been doing it on my own because I thought it's very important to give something back to my roots, to my continent. And that's what I've been doing. I have been building schools, I have built a clinic, I have done a lot of stuff, but it is on my own initiative because I wanted to give something back. And now I've realized, and I have a good meeting with people who work around me, and we have a sit down and we have a talk and we have a go about it, and we just realized that with my name, with my image, we can even do better. And for me, it was very important to launch my foundation. I can do that 3, 4, 5 years ago, but I wanted to do it at the right time. Because sometimes people do things that they can't follow. And what I have done in my life, I always did it on my own time when I think I'm ready. And this time around, I told myself, listen, Adebayo, it's time for you to do it. You're getting old, you got the name, you got good people around you, you got a lot of sponsors. This is the time to tell them, listen, let us go and help people that need those monies. So those are the things that keep me going.
From a 4-year-old boy who couldn't walk to the explosive striker that he is today, the one-time African Player of the Year is playing his part of putting African football on the map. That's all for now. Join us next week for more on Airtel Football.
program has been brought to you by Airtel, smart supporter of Africa's rising football stars.